Hi guys, Fred Wellman, host of On Democracy with FP Wellman and Too Late to Cancel right here every Sunday on the On Democracy Network. As you can see, I'm not in the studio this week. I'm standing in Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery in South St. Louis, surrounded by the graves of thousands of those who served their nation, gave their lives in service, or passed away after their service. You know, the section I'm standing in is actually the Civil War, the original section of Jefferson Barracks Cemetery. I'm surrounded right now by over 10,000 Union service members who lost their lives. Jefferson Barracks was actually a hospital during the Civil War, and this cemetery began as the cemetery of that hospital. In addition, there are 1,100 Confederate graves here as well of public prisoners of war of the war and passed away in captivity. It's a historic place, and I'm always cognizant of that and respectful of that if I can. But I wanted to come here because my father and my mother are buried here. They're buried just over that hill, right over there. A lovely spot. You can see some of their fellow service members and others. My dad's surrounded by fellow Marines, as a matter of fact. My father served in World War II as a Marine. His father before him served as a private in the Army Air Service during World War I. We have another ancestor who served as a sailor in the Union Navy. Before him, we had a Revolutionary War Minuteman who served during the Lexington Alarm and went on through Trenton and 6 years of the war, as a matter of fact. So you could almost say the service runs in our blood. As you know, I served 22 years in the United States Army and, of course, 4 combat tours. I just want to take a moment, share some memories with you, honor the service of those who we lost in service, because that's what Memorial Day is all about. You remember, Memorial Day is dedicated to those who lost their lives, those who gave their lives in service to the nation, and we want to remember them in some more solemn way. So we didn't feel it was appropriate to have a joking show this weekend, considering both JJ and I, producer JJ and I, are both veterans. So I want to take a moment, just produce this video for you and tell you why we're not live. You know, there's a little history of Memorial Day for you. It actually began after the Civil War. It was originally called Decoration Day. And as legend has it, as the story has it, it was actually originally freed slaves of the South who began decorating the graves of Union service members in the South. From there, the Grand Army of the Republic, which was the veterans group of the Civil War Union veterans, began Decoration Day as a formal holiday for them. And for many years, it added on World War I veterans and other veterans. I'm surrounded over here by graves from the Spanish-American War and others. Eventually, in 1971, it became an official federal holiday, honoring those who have given their lives to service to the nation on the last Monday of May. Every year, I try to come here and visit my parents, see the flags, walk the grounds, honor those who gave their lives in service or after, and that's what matters. So I just want to talk to you guys for a second, remind you the importance of this holiday for those of us who served, and always remind you that, look, it's okay to have a great weekend. It's okay to have a beer. I'm going to leave here and go get a good lunch and a beer probably, and I want you to do that too. But if you have a second, I would be very honored if you just remember the fallen, say a word of prayer or thought, however you honor, and think of those who decided to step up, raise their hand, swear an oath to the Constitution of the United States to uphold it, defend it against all enemies, foreign and domestic. In a time where our Constitution feels like it's in danger again, this is the time we come together. So I want to say hello to you, honor Memorial Day, and thank you for supporting both me, my fellow service members, and thank you for supporting our efforts to call out the dangers to our democracy today. So again, I hope you have a wonderful weekend this weekend, surrounded by family. If not, surrounded by friends, and just take a moment and remember those who gave their lives in service to this nation as I do. And thank you for everything you do for our nation. I look forward to seeing you guys again right here in the same place next week. Again, I'm Fred Wellman, host of Too Late to Cancel and On Democracy with FP Wellman. Thank you for all your support.